life is only made stronger if you've ever taken a dance class with her. She literally moves and exudes this energy around being a business that's in service to community. Laci Chisholm comes to this work from degrees in advertising and education. She's been accomplished in many ways in the corporate sector and took the bold leap to found a dance studio with the vision of creating healthy spaces, particularly to address health crises for Black women. Her company, Fit4Dance, has exemplified this vision here in New York City and beyond. As a nationally recognized certified B Corporation, Laci's had the chance to take her vision and her voice and bring it around the world. And so it's for her inspiring vision that led her to create this company and what she's afforded to her local community and beyond. I'm really delighted to recognize her this afternoon with the Business Award for Entrepreneurship and Community Impact.
Good afternoon, everyone. I moved to New York City in 2006. I was a middle school teacher and assistant principal in East New York 7 years before my health started to take a turn for the worse. I was 65 pounds heavier, along with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and pre-diabetes. And it was because I hadn't made any time for the one thing that had kept me sane and healthy, which was dance. It was at that moment I made a commitment to myself to start dancing again. The stress in my face went away, I lost weight, I felt better, I looked better, I fell in love with myself. It changed my life so much that I decided I wanted to help other women do the same. I entered the business plan competition at the library. I didn't think I would win, but I figured I needed a business plan and this would motivate me to complete it. Part of the requirements was to meet with an advisor from an approved list. I selected Delia from BOC because I always loved the name Delia, and because their offices was near Target and one of my favorite Thai restaurants. Little did I know that moment would change my life forever. Delia made me feel like I could do anything. She believed in me, she strategized with me, she helped me see my plan as not a possibility but my reality. 2 months after the competition, with business plan in hand, I signed a lease to my first storefront. I couldn't believe it, but I had a plan and I wanted to succeed. After the competition, I continued meeting with Delia. I went to workshops sponsored by BOC. I applied for a mentoring program she was running. I was in a peer business exchange with other business owners. She even asked me to accompany her and Nancy to the UN for the Women's Entrepreneurship Day event. I spoke on 2 different panels moderated by her as well. My business was doing really well from the outside looking in, but there were several times when I was struggling, and each time I knew just where to go. Delia made me feel as though I could not fail. Earlier this year, I was in the process of moving to a larger location 3 years sooner than expected, and while I should have been ecstatic, I was actually depressed and at my lowest point. I was dealing with building issues, unreliable and dishonest money-scheming contractors, delay after delay after delay after delay, and I was just over it all. I wanted to give up, but it was Delia who called to tell me she nominated me for an Entrepreneur of the Year award for Canada. I cried. Because even though my community loved the work I was doing, even though my family and friends were proud and supportive, I felt I made some business decisions that weren't smart. It helped me become a phoenix and remember how amazing I was and how deserving I was of this honor. I remembered that this passion of mine was something much bigger than me. I decided to open in a larger, more centrally located studio in Crown Heights to encourage African American women and children to take charge of their health through dance, to unify varied groups of people through the community through their common love of dance, as gentrification occurs and the community diversifies, and to provide a safe haven for children to have fun, be active, and express themselves. I had my 4-month anniversary 2 days ago in my new and improved space, and it's everything I've ever dreamed of and more. The love and support I've received from the community has been overwhelming. Not a day goes by that I'm not grateful that I'm able to do what I love while supporting my community. And not a day goes by that I don't think about how blessed I am to have had the opportunity to work with the Business Outreach Center and especially Delia. Thank you.
So what am I doing here again? I'm here because there's a very important, our partnership in